Hey everybody, welcome to the latest edition of the Diamond Discussion. I am your host, Demetrius Woods, and today I have three amazing guests here with me, Logan, Ayzsa, and Casey. We're going to hopefully be able to add some value to your life, and you're going to get to know a lot about their story and probably laugh a lot in between. So without further ado, let's get it started. Hey guys, welcome once again to the show. As I mentioned on the onset there, I have some amazing guests with me. Ladies, how you doing?
Good. Great.
Good. No, we can finally not look at the camera. We can look at each other.
Let's
Ready? We're good? We can relax? Guys, you guys don't know this because the intro was about 15 seconds long. However, it took us 11 minutes. No. So here we are. We are live. We're ready to go. So let's talk about the Olympics first because that is probably one of my favorite times of the year. What about you guys? Is that you guys are giving me looks? Is that a thing?
I like it, but I don't look forward to it all year long.
Yeah. Not your thing.
It's like, oh cool, I'll watch it.
It's like USA.
Y'all are lame. A little bit.
Sorry.
Well,
that's favorite Olympic sports. What you got?
Gymnastics.
Ooh. All right, so we got gymnastics. Mine is definitely swimming.
Yeah, the swimming or the diving?
Swimming, like true swimming, like the relays.
Diving.
But I also love beach volleyball. That's kind of the second one. What's yours?
Ice skating. I love it. Okay, fun fact, guys. This is kind of embarrassing, but there was this like ice skating duo on TikTok that kind of blew up, and they're Russian. And I would go on YouTube and look up edits of them because they looked like they were in love, and I stalked them on Instagram to see if they were actually together. Oh, she's just a lover girl.
They?
No. He had a different girlfriend. But in some of those photos, like, you can't tell me they're not in love with each other. Like, I don't understand. And, like, the way they skate together,
they're professionals, though. They're professionals.
Yeah.
They make it look.
But they're, like, young. They're, like, my age. Like, how could you not fall in love with that? Are you kidding me?
Hey, I get it.
And, like, before every dance, he, like, kisses her on the forehead. Are you kidding me?
It's a dude on skates. Would you really fall in love with a dude on skates?
No. He's hot, so yeah.
Okay, you say dude on skates. If Glenn was on skates.
Glenn could be on skates.
So he's a dude on skates.
Oh, he would look like a little fairy.
But, like, it's so cool.
But I like him better than the cowboy hat, so you'd have to keep the hat on.
If you guys haven't seen Twisters, it's
go see it.
100% recommend.
Don't go see it. It's worse.
Well, you get to see Glenn. You can
They're
go
not
see
wanting
it.
to share Glenn with anybody, but it's worth it. I've seen it twice now. So.
Ooh.
Oh, can we go watch it?
Let's go watch
Third
it
time?
again.
Let's go. Peace out. Okay, so ice skating, gymnastics, swimming / volleyball for me. What you got?
Curling.
I love curling.
I like when they scrub the floors.
The
That was pretty cool.
But in reality, I like the diving because it's cool because like they do all the.
Where was the last Olympics? Is that Tokyo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that the U.S. team looks like a bunch of dads. It's like just. Have you guys seen that photo?
Ooh,
a bunch of dads.
bobsledding, where they go super
Oh my
fast.
gosh, that is so
Have y'all
funny.
seen the Jamaican bobsled movie?
No, there's a movie.
No.
You
Yes.
watch a lot of movies.
No, I don't.
You've recommended like 3 since we've been sitting here.
That's. Anyway, whatever. Let's move along. Formation of this trio. Okay, I got it. I want our audience to understand like how this came about. Because guys, I don't know if you guys probably don't know this yet, but you're about to. Ayzsa and Logan here are, in addition to being trees, they are former graduates now of high school, heading off to college in a couple of weeks. Crazy stuff. Are you trying to get the digits? We'll put the digits in the
description.
comment section there. And then Casey is a rising sophomore. So, so how did this? Because this is the oddest trio. Where did it start?
Well, basically, Ayzsa's mom paid us a lot of money to be friends with her, and that's it.
Yeah, and she's not paying us this week, so she's gotta go.
So she's cut off.
Yeah, she's done.
Wow.
I have more friends than both of them combined. I really don't know what they're talking
That
about.
look is true.
All right.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fine.
The true story. Like, give me the true story.
Okay, so basically, I'm best friends with her older brother, who's in our grade, Sam, and us two, we knew Sam through like classes.
Wait, we weren't best friends?
Hold on, I'm getting there.
She's giving us the how it's
and then we were best friends, right? And during summer school ball season, his parents asked me to take her to practice.
That's sweet of you.
My mom was calling and she ended it. Oh, maybe I did offer.
You offered. You're like, yeah, I'll take her.
Oh wait, I got ahead of myself. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm really bad at storytelling. Okay, me and Sam best friends. Boom. So I knew her. Me and Logan best friends.
End of story. Like no other explanation.
So we went on a Hilton Head trip. I was who her brother took, and her friend came, and we basically all shared a room because we're all girls. And we got really close. And then over summer, I was like, yeah, I'll take her to practice. So Logan and Casey would both be in my car, and we'd go get like food or something after practice. And they didn't know each other, so they were so awkward. Y'all can't go into that.
It would be like this. Hey, how was your day?
That's fine. How was your day?
And one time, Ayzsa, we were going to a football game, I think. So I took Casey home, and Ayzsa went to her house. And I was taking a shower at Casey's house, and I remember I had to go into her house, and Ayzsa wasn't there, and it was so
I
awkward.
don't remember that.
Yes, we were in the car, and it was just silent, and I would like turn up the music a little bit. And
Oh, we were waiting for Ayzsa to come back?
Yeah. And I was like, I was like, how's your day? And we just spent the whole day together at practice. You don't remember that?
Was that the last official awkward moment, or were there
No,
more?
the last of...
When did we
feel
not
like-
be awkward anymore?
I feel like we had to, like, when we hung out for when we spent the night one time by ourselves, the first time.
Oh, yeah.
That's when it stopped being awkward, like, up until that moment.
It was really awkward.
No,
He
the
came to
football
your
game.
practice.
No, it was a
came to-
football game.
Practice?
No, we were
Oh,
going to
tryouts.
we went to that practice, and it was like 6 hours, and it started in the morning. We made the pigs in a blanket, and they were gross
Yeah.
because they were cold.
And we only ate the...
Bread.
We had a 6-hour practice?
But it was also
Yeah.
the football game.
It was at the Putnam
she
County
was
Rec
sick.
Department.
Oh, that's right.
It
Okay,
was like
I got you.
different stations.
Yep.
Casey came and spent the night with me, and it was really awkward at first
At first.
for me.
Yeah.
And then whenever we went to practice, it was better.
Yeah.
But the night was really awkward.
Got it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't we spend the night again or something like that?
I don't know.
I don't know, but
When we started hanging out alone, it became less awkward.
I think
Yeah.
you guys blanked Ayzsa out right there. She was like staring off into space.
Yeah, I was
You
thinking.
good?
I was thinking, because what really like brought us like what solidified the trio was school ball season.
and after game car rides when we were
So we'd be
screaming
screaming and playing
And so-
the We Suck song.
Yeah,
Wow.
we had a very interesting school ball season, to say the very least.
So you guys bonded over a common like
Enemy.
hatred?
Common disgust.
That's tough. So tell me about the. We'll go into school ball in a little bit. We'll table that one. Okay. So you bonded over that, and then you was that like hanging out outside of school more often, or more just in the class? Like what was that?
Well, we don't have classes with her because she was a freshman.
Lo had a freshman class.
I did take a freshman
It was
class.
an AP class.
I took AP.
So Casey was
What was
rising
it?
up then.
Yeah, human. I took AP Human, which isn't a required history, but I wanted to keep my ranking, and I was trying to pass her brother secretly, so I took her class, and we happened to
Smart.
be in the same class. So, but I didn't pass him. Salutatorian only, but it's fine.
Only that's whatever. That's amazing.
That is
Casey's
kind of
brother.
flex.
Valedictorian, yes, this year. Low salutatorian, amazing, pretty dope.
Pretty cool, I
Ayzsa?
guess. Ayzsa, best introduction speaker ever.
Let's go.
Times
That's
two,
what I'm talking
because
about.
she did both.
Yeah, guys, in case you didn't know, I may not be smart. I'm smart, but like not smart like them. But I can speak because I gave some fire introduction speeches for Logan and Samuel.
Yeah, she got to introduce one, and then she came back up and was like, "Hey guys, I'm back," and then did it again.
All right, guys. So let's talk about your softball. This is a softball podcast. If you didn't know. Yeah, I know. So give me a little bit of background on. Well, I'll share with the audience a little background, right? So, Locust Grove High School. This is where these ladies are from. This is where they went to school. Casey. So Casey, are you still gonna go there? Right?
Sadly,
You're staying?
Yeah, but
Okay. Don't do that. You guys love it. You love Locust Grove High
they're
School.
leaving. I don't care about the school anymore.
Trying to encourage it.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, anyway,
Maybe
Locust
it'll
Grove High
fix.
School, all 4 years for Ayzsa? Mm-hmm. Low, yes, right? All 4 years. Casey,
On 1 year.
all 1 year.
No, we're coming up to 2.
Going to number 2.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Feeling good about it? No bueno? No bueno? Okay, fair enough. We'll keep our mouths shut on that one. Casey will plead the 5th. Ayzsa and Logan, share what you share. Alright. So anyway, Locust Grove High School, and now Logan is heading off to Georgia College State University, play softball there.
True.
Over in Millersville, Georgia. Not far from...
Go Bobcats.
Go Bobcats. Not far from where we're shooting the show. And then Ayzsa is heading down to Mount Vernon, Georgia. Play ball at Bruton Parker College. Got one of my favorite coaches in the college world, Madison Herron. Great human being.
Do the sing. There you go.
So that's a little bit of background. Tell me about what the game, up to this point in your careers, on a serious note for a second. What has the game taught you guys at this point? So, I mean, there's lots of lessons, I'm sure, that sports in general can teach you, and I'm sure there's like the cliches out there, but if you guys were getting specific for yourself, what's the game taught you?
I would say how important having the right mentality is, because this sport is like 95% mental, basically.
Yeah.
And it taught me that if you don't have the right approach going into something, you're not going to have the outcome you want.
So when you talk about the right mentality, and you guys can chime in too, Casey, but right mentality, well, what does that mean? Because like we say that a lot. Like that terminology is used a good bit of like having a good mentality, the right mentality, one that's going to help you get through. But what are you thinking about? What does that look like?
Like, you gotta actually like trust yourself. Like, you can't like completely go in like goofing off and stuff like that. Like, you have to have some confidence. You have to like actually be ready to do stuff. You can't just like go screw around.
Sure.
Because then you suck. Like,
True.
You play bad. You play bad.
No, seriously, you think
Absolutely.
like one bad thought and you're done.
Yeah, seriously. Like, if you're in your head, you're just done. Like,
You need to go in with a plan. Like,
Stop it.
I feel like, I mean, once you get older, the sport it comes naturally to you. You don't have to think as much. As, like, if you're in the field or whatever, like, you know what to do when a certain play happens, but it takes, like, getting there and thinking about it and planning it out to actually get to that point.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you think about a play before it even happens. You think about your at-bat. You look around, you're thinking, what do I need to do in this at-bat? And you can do that in life. Like, you think about, like, going into, like, a job interview, like, how do I approach this? Like, how should I act? It can go for anything, basically.
So, mentality-wise,
What?
though.
sorry, we were serious for a little too long.
I was trying to hold it
But
in.
mentality-wise, though, seriously, mentality-wise, how do you recover from that bad thought? Because you talked about having that one bad thought or having a chain of bad thoughts throughout a game or practice or a season. How do you recover from that?
This might be like a little toxic, but I think when I mess up or screw up or having like a really bad game, like, oh wait, she just had a bad game. Oh wait, she just walked someone. She just booed the ball, but I don't care that she did it. Like,
Sure.
I know we're gonna focus on the next play, so I'm like, okay, so they're probably thinking that way for me. Like, because if a pitcher walks someone, like, okay, double play, like,
Right.
we got it, run on first, whatever. So if I completely boot a ball, but I'm like, she messed up too, so it's okay.
I think that's big because
Yeah.
a lot of times in our minds, like, the mistake that we make is this big, right? Yes?
Yep.
Okay?
Pretty big.
But
Maybe
but in actuality, though, it's not, right?
Yeah.
It's not that big, right? And it's peanuts in comparison to the grand scheme of life or the game itself, right? And so kind of understanding and taking that approach of, like you just said, she can boot a ball, she can catch a ball, so can I can do both, right? And we can still be able to move on and progress from the game. So going on from there, and I know all three of you have had your fair share of coaches over the years, maybe through rec ball, travel ball, high school ball, middle school, whole nine, right? You guys are going to college. I know your coach very well, Ayzsa. Don't know yours yet.
She's brand new. I don't know her either.
Brand spanking new, but hopefully you guys both have great experiences at that level. But when you think about the preferred qualities in a coach, you go, maybe you're pulling some good things from the coaches of your past. What are some qualities that you look for as a player, and maybe that even went into your decisions of where you decided to go to school?
I would say for me, a coach has to be like encouraging, like, because we've had coaches in the past where it's like you will not get a single compliment from them, and like, especially as girls, we take things to heart a lot. Especially me, I'm very emotional. But so whenever when Coach D gives me a compliment, I feel like I'm on top of the world. Like it's the biggest accomplishment ever, and it just gives me like a drive. Like
Sure.
it just makes me want to do even better to get more compliments. I know some people can work like off of being like tore down, like getting yelled at, and like you
Yeah.
know that's like how they get better.
They
But
feed
for
into
me,
that. Yep.
but for me, I need encouragement. Like I need to tell you're doing great, and that makes me want to do better.
Sure. That makes sense.
Definitely a balance, because a balance and honesty, because I can't have a coach that's constantly like, you're doing amazing, when there's something I can obviously work on. They need to be honest, like, hey, you're doing great, but you can adjust this, blah, blah, blah. I definitely need that. And if a coach is going to yell at me, I can take that easily, but you can't break me down and not build me back up. Like, you have to actually build me back up, because I had coaches in the past, specifically one coach, terrible. Her thing was like, I'm gonna break you down, but I will build you back up. You will be a great player. But she just never gave that reassurance
Right.
to build back up.
I think that's big. The word you used right there was balance. I think it's important for our audience to understand that, because there's a difference between sugarcoating something, right, but also not being so abrasive to where that person doesn't even feel like they are themselves anymore,
Yeah.
right? And so taking that to this next stage, I guess, of questioning, without roasting me too much, Ayzsa and Lo specifically, because I got an opportunity to coach you guys this past year. Best and worst part of being coached by me this past season for a year. What
Let
you
me
got?
go, because it kind of feeds off of the qualities that I look for.
Okay.
Okay, I like a coach who's dedicated and shows that they actually want to put in the time to the team, because honestly, it's hard for me to want to put in the time if the coach isn't doing the same thing. And I don't know if that sounds terrible to say, but like, for example, like my mom was my soccer coach,
Yeah.
and she would have us run stadiums, but she would always be in the front of the line doing it too. And like, whenever you have us running, you're running with us. And it's just more of like the coach is going to do it, then I can do it type of thing.
Yeah.
But in like school ball, the coaches are like, oh, run up this hill 20 times with the bucket of weighted balls, and like, you cannot do that once.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just, I need that type of dedication, and the way that you structure your practices, it actually shows that you care. Like,
Sure.
we don't just show up, we don't just drive an hour and a half and show up for 2.5 hours and do nothing.
For the
Like,
best.
there's something for every single minute. You're like, okay, now you have 5 minutes to drink water, and then we're starting back.
Yeah.
I think that's important.
Fair.
For me, one of my biggest things with you is that you actually teach. Like, because there's been coaches in the past, like, if you make an error, they're going to yell at you, but they're not going to tell you how to fix it and how to get better. And I like when a coach, instead of sitting there and yelling at you, like, oh, you need to do this, well, show me, explain to me. Because like,
Right.
I need to see it, I need to hear it. Like, I need you to show me what to do. And I ask a lot of questions. So like, if I'm confused about something, I will ask, and I need you to show me how to do it so I can do it.
I will
can't-
say that was one of my favorite qualities about you as well, because you're so inquisitive, right? And I think that like I encourage my daughter to be that way. Sometimes it backfires, but generally speaking, like asking why, because listen, you guys are playing a sport, in my opinion, that's one of the hardest to play, right? And although there are some very simple things about our game that will stick with you, that will become instinctive over time, there's small things I think along the way where if you just go through the motions, you're gonna find yourself heading into college not knowing certain things that you probably should have learned in 12U or 14U or whatever the case may be. All right, so like I said, without completely roasting me, what you got? Worst part about...
Hey, I didn't get to say it.
Okay, go ahead.
A best
Because here's the thing. So everybody's probably that watches the show at this point knows that I've got a travel softball program. It's 5.5 years old now, and so right now we have a couple of teams. And so Ayzsa and Logan, being seniors heading off to college, they played on our gold team. And Casey, who just joined the organization back in the fall, she played on our blue team. So I didn't get the honor of directly coaching her, but I got a chance to be in your world for a season, which was awesome. So what you got?
I'd say, like, every tournament that I was not playing and y'all were, I showed up because,
Yeah.
I don't know, I wanted to see
We
them
were hanging
play.
out anyways.
Yeah. So I got to watch you, like, coach a lot without actually, like, you know, being the one getting coached. So I got to observe a lot. And it's just like, like, you're at third base coaching. You are running down the line with them. You're jumping. You're getting so hyped. Even if no one in the dugout is talking or, getting hyped, you are. And that, again, level of dedication just shows that, it's, true. You actually care. You actually love it.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Definitely, yeah, it blows me away because I've met a lot of coaches over the years, and you kind of understand, what makes certain coaches tick, right? And you also understand why they're there, and some of them aren't always there for the right reasons, which sucks. But some of them are, and the ones that are, you want to kind of guard them and put them in the over here in the corner and make sure that they are out doing what they can do for the other people. So, okay, best thing, worst thing, what you got?
I wanted to say something real quick.
Okay.
I think it was so important to get to play for you after the school ball season because it was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
And for me, at least, I think it was so important to get to actually have a coach that cared and showed me that they cared.
Sure.
Because the inconsistency that we had at school was just so, and it just infuriates me still, and it's over. But I really needed that, so thank you.
No, absolutely, Will. Absolutely. I'm glad I could be a part of that world for you guys, no doubt.
Because I did not want to go to college anymore and play softball.
After school ball.
Yeah. I was done. I wanted to decommit and go play soccer. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
So, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
If it wasn't for you, I would not be playing college softball. Because after that school season, I was like, what?
This isn't even worth it. It's not
At
even
all.
fun.
I was like, I'm just going to go to UGA and I'm going to get my marketing degree and I'm just going to do with that. Whatever.
Yeah.
You basically saved my softball career.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I think that's, it's cool. It's obviously very flattering hearing that from you guys. But I think the big thing on that vein is, I've heard so many people say over the years, it doesn't really matter what kind of coach you got, just go play the game, right? And in some cases, I think that can be true. That can be a valid point. But in a lot of cases, I do feel like the coach really makes the experience what it is. Their dedication, their determination, they're willing to be in your world is a big factor, right? Yeah. So, kind of taking that to a next step here. Obviously, it doesn't sound like you guys are willing to give any roasting or worst parts of me right now. You got one? Yes, come on, let's hear it.
Sometimes you didn't get mad enough, in certain. I know, and that's why it was always so surprising whenever you did get mad, and we were like, "Oh my gosh, we were terrified the first time."
Yeah.
There was definitely some things that could have benefited from you getting pissed at someone.
I agree with that. It's interesting you say that because, like I said, the program's 5.5 years old, and in the early goings, I didn't hold back as much as I do now. Now I intentionally pick my spots, and sometimes maybe I should have pushed the button when I didn't, right? But, so you said terrified. What, do you guys remember the first time I got
In
angry?
Valdosta.
Valdosta.
I don't remember.
I know you were in a boot in Valdosta. Coaching, helping coach.
Yeah. I don't know if this was the first time, but I just remember. I won't say that. I won't expose you on your podcast.
Go, no, please do. This is what it's about. Let's go.
I'm going to go into detail, but I just remember because it's the first time I've ever heard you say a cuss word.
Oh, I got you. Fair enough.
It was a shocker. We were like,
We talked about it in the car after. We're like, wow. I wasn't even playing. I was like, all right. It was after a game and we were behind the dugout, I think. Because I remember smelling that lady's cigarette that was 10 she was 10 feet away from me.
Was I there?
Yeah.
I
literally
remember.
went with you. My parents didn't go because I wasn't playing.
This was the showcase in Valdosta.
Yeah.
This was the
Okay, yeah.
We lost to that team that was
This was the first day then.
I remember.
Because the second day we played lights out.
yeah, but that was the first time that you really got on to us, and it was just we just didn't know where it came. We didn't know where it came from.
It was just the first time shock factor.
Yeah, we had never
I
seen
got
it
you.
before. But there were some times where I was getting heated, and I was like, "How are you not mad?"
Yeah.
Even if it was something I did, I'm like, "You should be screaming at me right now."
No, I get that. So here's the thing on that front, and I'm glad that you brought that up, Lo, because there, like I said, there was a time where, and this was actually before coaching softball. I was actually coaching baseball, and coaching boys, And, you know, growing up as a guy, I'm like, it didn't matter how we said things a lot of times. It was just say what you have to say. Like, it's on him to move on and get over it, right? And then when I came into softball coaching, I realized very quickly, I'm working with ladies, I'm working with girls. You guys are a little bit different in the emotional department, right? Some of you can take it, some of you maybe not so much. And so then I started to realize, okay, I have to guard my words, right? And sometimes I overguard. Because when you say there were times where you were angry and you're like, how is he not? Oh, I was, right? I would be boiling inside, but I'm like, what is the purpose of me yelling in this moment? Or what is the purpose of me having a teaching moment right here, right? And so it's like, all right, fine. If I choose to yell, it's on purpose. So almost every time I yelled, it was a calculated thing. Sometimes it just came out.
Like the one time where you slammed. I remember this. I was on the bench this time, guys. And I remember.
Oh my gosh.
Bench warmer.
You guys are sitting next to each other. Don't slap each other yet. You just wait till the end of the show.
There was one time I was sitting on the bench and we just had one of those really bad innings. It was just like, it started with one error and it was just a cycle. And I just remember you opened up that thing and slammed the door shut. And I was like, oh, I remember. Because we were on the bench together because we were like, I'm so glad we're not in the field right now.
Sadly, I don't remember this, but
it was such a relief, like, because bad endings happen no matter who's in. We know that, but like it was such a relief whenever we weren't in and it would happen. I
was like, you know what, guys, it wasn't us.
I just feel so bad because I know that they're like eating themselves up right now.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, as a coach, I'm like, I understand because you guys, in my opinion, this was one of the best teams I was able to coach, and I understand where your minds were, understood the mentals there, and as a former player, I also understood. You're probably eating yourself up inside anyway, right? So if I am going to jump down your throat, well, there has to be a reason behind it, right? Otherwise, what good comes out of that on the back end of it? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know, so there's always those type of thoughts that I have, but...
Wait, how did you learn, like, what each person can take? Because that recently, you were like, I knew not to talk to you. How did you know?
Just reading a little bit. Just reading, so... I think I said this. I think this was the last tournament in PCB.
I think they need a little reference. I sucked really bad multiple times in one tournament, but Coach D didn't even talk to me about it until after the fact. So I was wondering how he knew not to talk to me.
Yeah, so you really get to learn tendencies if you're paying attention as a coach. You get to learn the tendencies of players. You learn tendencies, you learn body language, right? You read those types of things. And one of the things that I noticed about Logan out of the gates is that whenever she would boot a ball or whatever, if she was in her head, her eyes would get this big, right? and it wasn't really at anybody but herself. Like she was just, right?
Yeah.
Right? It was more just you're in your mental trying to work your way out of that. And over time, we would talk about the 25-second rule or talk about being able to be frustrated in a moment because that's okay to be upset. It's part of the game, right? I'm not asking you to be robots and be happy-go-lucky all the time, right? But you mess up, you screw up, you relive it in that moment, and then you get over it and you wash it because a lot of times the softball guys are like, hey, you're going to get another ball and you're going to get another opportunity to either A, boot it again, or B...
Yeah, seriously, that's the worst.
or B, get over it and make another play, right? But I just, again, you try your best to read that, and I see that in practice. To me, that's why practice is so important, because that gives me the opportunity to learn you guys and to learn, here's the button that I should push, here's when I shouldn't push it. And again, sometimes I push it at the wrong time, sometimes we don't, but at least you know that I'm putting my effort in to understand you guys.
Yeah, whenever you said that, I was like, oh, he knows. Because Ayzsa knows. Because something happened. Okay, hold on. For me, the hardest part to understand is that the game is about the team that makes the least amount of mistakes is going to win. And that's so hard to register and just be okay with it. So I know making mistakes are normal. But anyways, whenever I make mistakes, I get really pissed. And Ayzsa knows not to talk to me because one happened at that last tournament. And everybody was like, "Oh, you're okay, you're okay." Ayzsa just walked away, and I was like, "Thank you."
Yep.
Yeah,
just ignore.
I just was like about everyone else, and then you didn't even talk to me, and I was like, "Let's go."
Nope.
Yeah, during school ball and stuff, like, we just, if something happens, like, we just don't talk to each other for a little bit. And then I wait for her to approach me. Like, whenever she's cool, she'll come up to me and, like, start talking.
I get a
Yeah.
little snappy.
I know.
Yeah.
I understand. And you never got that way with me, but I also, like I said, I picked and chose, obviously, the moments where it made sense. Because some players they need that immediately. They need that immediate feedback of, hey, this is what I did, this is what I didn't do. And, you know, for them, it's like, if you don't say something right away, then they feel some type of way about it. Right?
That's weird.
And so again, it's that reverse effect with certain people. So it depends on who you are. But moving along, before we take a quick break here, I want to know two things. What's been the most challenging part of your softball career thus far? And then what do you love most about the game? So we'll do the love part right before the break. But first, what's been the most challenging part of your career? And while you guys think about that, I'll share the most challenging part as a coach for me that I've begun to realize is understanding that there are levels to commitment. And because for so long as a former ball player of my own, I had this drive that would not stop. Like I would work until mom would be like, hey, you need to stop, you know, before you run yourself into the ground, type of thing, right? And so I only knew 100% full drive, full blast. And now I've begun to understand that there's levels to it, because rest is also part of being committed, right? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like doing what you have to do in the kitchen, the things that we've talked about throughout this last year, and understanding that those are parts of being committed. But also on the other side of that, certain people aren't always going to be as committed as you are. And that can be a very difficult thing. For somebody who is overcommitted like myself, that can be difficult to overcome mentally. And so I've had to understand that as a coach, especially as a travel ball coach, where everything is volunteer, everything's optional for all of us, right? And I make sure I keep that part in mind, because in school ball it's a little bit less volunteerish, right? In college it's going to be a lot less volunteerish, right? I mean, essentially you're getting paid to perform, in a nutshell, right? Whereas in travel ball, people are welcome to show up or welcome not to show up. And as a coach, I have to deal with that factor. So for you guys, most challenging part of your career as players, what you got?
The mental part, for sure. And it's actually gotten a lot better than it used to be, if that's not surprising.
Yeah.
But I used to would just like completely shut down and not talk at all. I would never get over it. It would like eat me up forever, and then I would just drive myself insane. But now I can kind of take the time to be mad at myself and then try to get past it, but I'm still working on the getting past it part.
Yeah.
But it is so much better than it used to be. So I used to would cry in the car.
So what changed though? Like how did it get better, I guess, for you over time?
I think it just got to a point where I was like, all right, this is embarrassing. Like I would cry in the car to my parents after I'd mess up. That's embarrassing. And then, I don't know, I think I just wanted to not be like that. And every time I would get upset after making an error, the ball would find me again and I'd do it again.
Yeah. And you didn't want to find yourself in that position again.
So I was just trying to get over it. But it's hard. A lot of times it's like, if I screw up in the field but then I get a fire hit, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
I have to balance myself out and then I'm good. It's just, I don't know, it's weird. But it's getting better, but that's definitely been the worst challenge.
Which I think, and I love that about you, I think that takes a certain level of mental toughness to boot a ball in the field and then still have the right mentality to come and having it bat. Sometimes, it happened this last tournament,
yeah,
right?
I was doing horrible, but
You
then I had to
booted the ball, and then the very next, you lead off the very next inning, and you find a way on base. And I think that's important to be able to understand, hey, just because this part of my game isn't clicking right this second, there's other facets of the game where I can be successful, and I think that's big.
And it helps to find positives.
Yep.
For sure.
For me, mine is myself, because I like having confidence in myself and believing in myself and my abilities. I've never had much confidence when it comes to softball, like, at all. Like, it's like, okay, I know I'm okay, but, like, I have a problem with comparing myself to others. And that happened a lot in high school ball because I didn't actually, like, play until my senior year. Like, I was on varsity from 10th grade up, but I didn't really, like, play. So I was like, well, at first I was like, oh, well, it's okay because she's better than me. And then I started being like, okay, well, I think we're on the same level, but obviously the coach thinks she's better than me, so I just must suck. And that was basically, like, my mindset, which is really bad. But I just compared myself a lot, and I just was like, well, you're apparently not very good because you're not playing.
Yeah.
And then since I was only playing school ball for a while, I had no, like, travel ball to, like, back it up. So it's just, like, I'd go into every school ball season being like, well, probably not going to play again because I suck, but at least I'm here. But then, honestly, it was you, really, that helped me gain my confidence back. Because, not back, I never had it in the first place. Gain my confidence. Sorry.
You planted the seeds.
Yes, you planted the seeds. Because, like, my confidence boosted somewhat in school ball because, like, this past year, I actually played.
She ate down.
And I don't want to, like, bring that up because it's like, why am I bragging right now?
You were dope though.
Yeah,
But I got first
She
team
was
all,
on fire.
I got first team all region,
Insane.
basically.
She was cooking everyone.
And so that boosted my confidence because I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm actually, you know, maybe I'm not as bad as I think. And then I got here, and like, I don't know, just the way you talked to me and, like, encouraged me and stuff, it made me realize, like, okay, wait, I don't suck. And then I started getting, like, some attention from college coaches, and I was like, holy crap, guys, like, I really don't suck. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I will say
Yeah.
that the not frustrated in an angry way, more frustrated just in a I want to change her mind. Back in early on in the fall, I listened to, just again paying attention. I listened to your self-talk. I listened to how you would make those comparisons to others, and I'm like, no, you're in my mind, in the back of my mind, I'm like, she doesn't really understand how good she is.
She never has.
And it became a project, mission, whatever you want to call it, for me to help you understand that, yo, you're good.
Yeah,
You're really good. You know what I mean? And I think that's important though, right? Where if you have the right person or people, right, in your circle, where sometimes they're able to cover the blind spots that you don't see. And sometimes, like you said, you don't even feel comfortable bragging on yourself because of where you've come from a confidence level standpoint. And I'm the same way in some degree, but I have no problem bragging on you. Like, y'all, she's good.
She's so good.
She's really
and
good.
that's my best friend, so. Oh my gosh.
We're not just saying that. So I think that's big. So, all right, Casey, what about you, babe?
I've only been playing for 3 years, so I'm kind of new. And then I joined this really competitive team, and it was very toxic, horrible coach. Still, like, it was just terrible. So when I joined, she was like, no, you're not a developing player. And then she was like, psych, JK, you have to completely earn your spot, and you're on a lower level than everyone else because you're newer. I was like, okay. She's like, you have to work your way to the top. And I was like, okay, whatever. So she brought me onto the team. The reason I wanted to join is because she didn't see me as a developing player. And then she said, you're a developing player.
Sure.
So, you know, she had a different view on me than she did on everyone else. And I had to work my way to the top. Just saying, I did. I ended up being the starting third baseman. I had originally only played 2 innings, maybe 2 pool play games. That's it.
Sure.
Not even in bracket. She hated me for no reason. And so she completely destroyed my confidence for the game. And then I've only been playing for 2 years. So I was like, well, what is it? Is this normal? Is this how it's supposed to be? This was my first 14U team. So I was like, okay, this is when competition is starting. And this is how it's going to be. Like, I don't want to play anymore.
Right.
So she destroyed my confidence, my love for the game, my everything. And then after that year, that season, I had to go straight into varsity school ball my first year there. And I just hated it. I was like, I hate softball right now. I can't do this. There's all these older girls. There's 8 seniors on the team. What am I even doing here? Like, I don't even want to play. And then, So that's just hard to get through. And I still think, like, everything to this day. Like, I overthink everything. Like, my confidence-wise is just, like, non-existent sometimes because I'm like, I'm still new, blah, 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 but I'm not. I caught up to people. I'm there. I'm at the same level, but I don't see myself as the same level then. So
we did your. Thank you for sharing that. Because I think that there's people who watch this show that I know for certain have certain insecurities, and I think it's a big deal, especially at your age. We're not gonna share your age. She's a sophomore in high school, so you can gather around about the age.
No, she's like 14. Sorry.
But I think it's a big deal to be able to be vulnerable, right? And open up about those past experiences, and also be able to share them in a way that I think can add value to somebody else's life. Because I think your experience is the same experience that other people have had, but yet you're on the other side of it now. And you've made a lot of headway, right? But you've made a lot of headway, and I remember your workout like it's plain as day. It was because I think everybody else had tryouts for whatever reason.
It was individual. We
did individuals, right? And I'm like, you know what? Because I'm looking and I'm watching the way you're moving in the infield, and I'm like, you know what? We need to look at her in the outfield too, right? And I know like in your mind in that moment, you're like, I'm not an outfielder, right? And I think even your dad said that, right?
He laughed.
Yeah, he chuckled about it, and right. And I hit you balls or whatever. I think you 7 or 8 or whatever, and you're catching them. You're tracking them well. You maybe miss a couple or two, but in that moment, I'm like, she can play wherever, right? And one of the things that I think is incredibly important for the younger players out there that are trying to understand the game on a higher level is that nothing beats versatility. Right, being able to be a utility player, being able to, and not to do it like you're doing it in terms of not having played since you were 4 years old, right? So not only are you a beast on the field, right, but you've done that in such short order, which I think is incredible. So kudos to you, man. So last thing I'll ask you guys is because I know this has been a really long segment, guys. We're gonna get to a break though here in just a second.
I have to pee, so I'm so
Me too. Thank God we have multiple bathrooms here in the office. All right, what do you love most about the game, and what are you most looking forward to over the next couple of years? 30 seconds on that. What you got?
That's such like a loaded question.
It is a loaded one. It's hard to answer in 30 seconds.
I like how you can get into a routine, and whenever you go to college, you're always going to be in a routine. And I always perform better if I'm in a consistent, like, working out every day, like practicing every day. That's why I like school ball, because you practice every day.
Yes.
Except this season sucked. But I like the routine because that gets me on like a groove, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I like about the sport.
I dig that.
And I'm excited for college because it's that way.
Perfect.
I still don't know how to answer this question. You got an answer?
The grind. You can like, if you're sucking in one position, you can like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna take like 100 ground balls and like you just grind it out, or like, I'm gonna go hit every day, and just that consistency, the work, the grind, the work ethic.
We talk about the physical aspect of the game a lot. Like we go to practice and we spend hours at practice on a ball field, right? But the other side of it is the mental, being able to withstand the grind, right? And there's like this year we'd have practices in this office, or we'd have whiteboard practices,
or at that movie theater,
or at the movie theater, wherever the case may be, right? But having that, respecting the grind, I think is important, and I love that you love that about the game. All right, Ayzsa.
Okay, for me, softball is a really good distraction, and not like a bad distraction, like a good distraction. Like I feel like I played the sports for 11 years now, since I was 7, and so now it's like if I'm having a bad day and I have softball practice after, I'm excited because I'm not going to think about anything else but that sport. Like it's just, I don't even know why I love it. I just do.
Yeah.
Like I can't think about anything else. I'm just there in the moment, and I love it, and I'm happy. Like I love going to practice. Sometimes I didn't. School ball. But most of the time, like we'd get excited to go to practice. We'd get excited because it's like you could have had the worst day at school, but I'm like, I get to go play the sport I love.
It's just different. Like you suck at school, but you know what? I got practice. Like, and even if you suck at practice, you're not thinking about everything that's going on at home in your mind or whatever. You're just like, oh, softball.
It's like 2 to 3 hours where you think about nothing else but the sport, and you're focused.
And you're with your friends.
Yeah.
It's a safe haven for a lot of folks out there. I know it was for me, right? I mean, I think as a player and even a coach now, where my day job is, I love it. I love what I do, but there's nuances of it that I'm like, I wish I don't have to do this part of it, right? There's nothing about coaching softball that I feel that way about, right? And so when I know, all right, Tuesdays, Thursdays roll around, or the occasional Sunday rolls around, I'm like, I get an opportunity to plan out a practice in detail. Like, I love that. I love that part of the game. So anyway, with that being said, guys, we are going to take a much needed, what my daughter says, potty break. And we're going to take one of those. We're going to be right back. We're going to play a little game with this trio and have a little bit more soft talk coming your way. So we'll be right back, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, welcome once again to the show. Hope that you've been enjoying this thus far. This has been a great one. We're about to have a little bit of fun. We're going to play a game that I call How Well Do You Know the Other Trio Members? So, you guys ready for this?
That's a really good
So
name.
ready. Wow, this is fire.
Pretty
Wait, what
crappy
does it
name,
mean?
Honestly. What does what mean?
The name.
Yeah. Is it like
What's the game about?
Like, is it a code name
is it
or
like a
something?
secret hidden
Or
name?
like-
Like what's
Hey,
the
guys.
game? Like what are we doing
Stop
in the
it.
game?
Stop right now. I'm about to explain the game.
Are you gonna
You're
get
embarrassing me. Alright, here we go.
He's gonna have a BF.
Oh my god. Alright, here we go. Alright, listen. So the game is pretty simple. Okay, I don't know if they understand it. Anyway, so the game is pretty simple. I'm going to, they have listed their favorites. Alright, and we're going to see if the other trio members know those favorites. And they'll get points
I'm sorry, y'all.
based on that
I feel like I'm
information.
gonna get mad.
I don't
Are we
know about
ready?
these ice cream ones.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
No talking, no talking, no talking.
No talking.
No talking, okay? Because then I don't want you to cheat. Alright, here we go. First person is Casey. Alright, so Ayzsa and Logan have to give their answers for each of these. There are going to be 4 of them.
Can we discuss them?
No, we're
No,
battling.
you're competing against each other.
Yeah.
Alright, first one is Casey. Alright, you have 10 seconds max to answer. Alright, here we go. Casey's favorite ice cream.
Mint chocolate chip.
What you got?
Oh, it is mint chocolate chip. Yeah.
Is that what you're going with?
Yes, mint chocolate chip.
Correct. You both get a point. Alright, 1 point for both of you. Here we go. Next one. Casey's favorite hobby. Ayzsa.
Block glass.
Fair enough. What you
Taking a
got?
bath.
Taking a bath.
Forgot about that.
Are you kidding me?
It's actually my favorite hobby. I just put Blockbuster because I couldn't think of anything.
Casey.
Ooh, that's tough. Okay.
Look, in
we're
reality,
gonna-
Logan is right.
What?
But
it's a bath.
But shh. I
Is a bath a hobby though?
I put
She- that's
every
what it
day
is
for her.
Every
no,
day.
like not like shower and bath. Like
Okay.
bath
Like,
for
I-
fun.
I got you.
Yeah, like I shower and get clean because bath water is disgusting if you're just taking a bath. So I get
Unless you're a
clean.
kid.
Yeah, or sick. But
True.
look, I take a bath, I put some music on. I mean, I take a shower to get clean. I put some music on, sit in the bath, play Block Glass, and listen to music.
So we're both right.
Okay, so we'll give 2 points.
Okay.
1 point for both.
So
of
I
you.
would have been mad because I knew that was right.
Fair enough. Next one.
You were.
Casey's favorite food.
Steak.
Okay.
I think it's wings.
Wow, you're both wrong.
Loaded fries.
She put Mexican or sweet treats.
Oh.
That's not your favorite.
Mexican? You're lying.
Well, Mexican.
That's not your favorite like food. You need it. You could put like a burrito or something.
She loves Mexican, guys. That's what she said.
No, you're not gonna tell me what to put.
Stand up for yourself.
on.
Stand up for
gas-
yourself.
Yeah,
Casey.
gaslighter.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. All right. 4th one and last one. Her favorite flower.
Cooked. I know hers, but I don't know hers.
Well, you can take a gander. You have 7 seconds.
So specific.
And then you have 4.
A rose. It's not a rose.
I'm gonna say a sunflower.
Ooh, you're both wrong. Tulip.
Dadgummit.
Or wildflowers.
But now
Or
we're
wildflowers.
Now we're tied. So can you do
It's
one
okay.
more
No,
question?
we're gonna break the tie because you're gonna be guessing for each other anyway. So right now you both only have 2 points.
But I really just want to beat her.
The maximum you can get is 8.
But I really want to beat her and know Casey better.
I dig it. Here we go. Guessing for Ayzsa now.
Oh shoot.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Ayzsa's favorite sport not named softball.
Volleyball. Sorry.
Fair enough. What you got,
Volleyball.
Case? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes, you're both correct. You have 3 points now. You have 1,
I
Casey.
need a poker face.
Here we go.
I can kinda see your paper.
Poker face.
Oh, can you really? Okay.
I didn't read it, but
dang
I could kind of see it.
Let me do this one. All right. Asia's favorite music artist. Casey.
I'm sorry, I can't think.
4 seconds.
Disclaimer: I don't even know my own favorite music artist, so
I will count it if it's one of these 3 freaking options.
I don't know.
Glorilla.
That's what you're
Oh my
going
gosh,
with?
Sexy Red.
Okay. Glorilla, Sexy Red. She put 21 Savage, SZA, and Jason Aldean.
SZA.
I was gonna-
It is not-
I was gonna say Jason Aldean. No,
She didn't know.
You
SZA?
listen to like 5,000
Yeah,
Glorilla
seriously.
songs every single car ride.
Okay,
And
but
you're
that's
like,
to get
Red.
hype. But 21
Maybe.
Savage is my like husband.
Looking
No,
for
you're
the-
like, yeah, Glow. No, 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 no.
And then like,
No, but that's she's not my favorite. She's good to get hype, but
I mean,
like
you listen to her like she's your favorite.
yeah.
So-
So,
And me and Casey
No.
are just sitting there and we're like, I don't know.
yeah, the word too
you
white.
should know 21 Savage. I listened to 21 with my mom.
Really?
Yeah,
Her mom
I didn't know
thinks
that.
that 21 is hot.
No, she doesn't.
His voice is
his
hot.
voice is hot,
But he's
got
he's
it.
ugly. He's really
We don't have
ugly.
to talk about him like that,
Yeah,
guys.
what
Does
if
he
you watch this
watch-
podcast?
21. If you're watching this, please DM me.
All right, next one. You have 3 points. Yeah? 1 point?
I have one.
Cool. All right, Asia's favorite drink.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I was gonna blurt it out, but I didn't know she was supposed to go first.
Yeah, I think you had to go first.
Oh,
Dr. Pepper, yeah?
yeah.
What you got?
Dr. Pepper.
She put Sprite.
No, I did not. You're such a liar.
Dr. Pepper
like
it is.
Sprite.
Dr. Pepper it is. Okay, last one, which I love that you love this movie. Favorite Disney movie?
They're not gonna know this.
Logan.
Milan.
Good answer.
Moana.
Great answer. It's correct. Moana is right. Casey, very nice.
You suck. I'm just kidding. That was a
You
good
said
answer.
that was a good answer.
But it wasn't the right one.
Well, if you could have put 2 Disney movies, would that have been your second one?
No.
Okay.
It probably would have been. I love Sleeping Beauty
Did you
when
see
I was
they're
a
coming
kid.
out with the second one?
Yes, I'm
saw
so
the
excited.
previews for it.
Gosh.
Are you okay over there?
Wish I had these headphones.
Me and Aubrey went to see Despicable Me 4 last week.
Oh,
So the previews for Moana? Love it.
I'm so excited.
Oh, I did see that.
Oh, that was the 4th question. Okay, cool. All right, Logan. Okay, how many points did you finish with? And you have?
3.
And you have 2. It's a tight race. Casey could probably overtake Lo if she gets 2 of these answers right. Here we go. Asia, you got some work to do. Here we go. All right, Logan's favorite music artist. Asia, you must go first.
I have to say SZA.
Okay.
Cody Johnson.
It is.
I forgot about it.
Kojo, it is. All right.
That should have been your second answer. You love SZA. You love SZA.
I didn't put a second answer.
But she loves.
Yeah,
loves
she is
Cody
obsessed with
Johnson.
Cody Johnson.
You
Cody
guys-
Johnson, if you're watching this, I am 18 years old.
Why did I not?
Hey, if Glenn Paul's watching,
You guys
I can't
literally
hate
threatened to leave a tournament after pool play to go to a Kojo concert. How'd you?
And
not
I
do
literally
this?
got Cody Johnson tickets for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
How do you not know that?
The trio is in shambles.
How did you not know my favorite
It's a
movie was
duo.
in Moana? So whatever.
It's a duo.
Get out of here.
This one to me should be an easy one, but so I'm not gonna ask it right away because anyway. All right, so I'm gonna save that one for last. All right, Logan's favorite store.
TJ Maxx. Oh wait, was she supposed to answer?
That's okay. No,
Okay.
Asia,
To TJ Maxx. Yeah. I was gonna say Target, but it's not Target. It's TJ Maxx.
you're both correct. TJ Maxx, it is.
So we both
Alright.
get a point, right?
Yes, you both get a point. How many points you got now?
5.
5.
Lost.
You have how many? 3.
Yes.
No, 3. Okay.
What is it? What else?
Five,
Well, you
four,
might have thought you meant read between the lines.
I got you. All right. Favorite food.
I mean,
This was the one that I thought was easy, but
ice
maybe
cream or
not.
something.
Y'all
I
are
don't
stupid.
Donuts.
Donuts.
Wait, but that would be her. She'd put that under snacks.
Snack,
Time out.
yeah, probably put
She's
that
gonna
under
put that
snack.
under
know.
snack.
Wait, like favorite, like food.
Food like to if
Sausage.
she's trying to grub.
Oh yeah.
Sausage?
Pancakes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's pancakes!
It says sausage,
No, I changed
She
the
did
answer.
say sausage.
but you only said pancakes because Casey
It doesn't
emphatically
matter.
said
It doesn't
pancakes.
matter.
No, you have 3 points. You have 6.
Pancakes it is.
Let's go! That was pancakes.
I'm the realest friend.
Doesn't really matter. Casey wins. Asia and Logan.
Her favorite flower is tulips. Her favorite snack is donuts. Her favorite color is green.
Doesn't know me at all.
Her favorite flowers are wildflowers, actually.
What's my favorite snack?
Your favorite snack is like donuts or like.
I love your favorite snack, by the way.
Like candy. I choose.
Yes. Nice.
See,
Casey?
it's 2 plus 1.
Oh wait, he doesn't understand.
Okay, so whenever we first during school ball, Casey had a friend that was also a freshman. It was 2 plus 2 for
Oh,
a
I do.
little
You
bit.
guys told me this story.
Okay.
And they
don't know
kind of
that.
fell off, but she's cool now. We like her.
Yeah.
There was just a pause. So then it became 2 plus 1. Us being 2 because we're older.
Fair.
And 1 because she's a freshman. So the joke is like, is it 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1?
I got you.
Sometimes.
Fair enough. Ayzsa, how do you feel about this?
Nobody's talking to me right now.
Well, you're just a fake friend.
Yeah,
you
you're
can't
so
be mad.
Kind of on a
You're too
podcast,
busy
so
with-
talking is part of the gig.
I'm too busy with what?
Ooh.
I have to wait till later to talk about that.
Hey, segment 3 is gonna be a doozy.
Casey and I got so close because we have to hang out by ourselves all the time because she's always
someone's busy.
busy.
Ooh.
It's not my fault. I have other friends. Like, what do they want me to do?
Don't yell. Oh
No,
my
it's okay.
gosh.
Okay,
I'm really mad that
You're
I'm
getting
really mad
defensive.
that I got absolutely destroyed in this game. Like, I thought I knew y'all really
I
good.
really,
play
I
another
thought,
round?
I thought there was. You wanna play another round?
Yeah.
Please. I really like this
Let's
game.
do it.
Just don't ask.
All right.
Sorry.
Softball talk. You guys ready to move on a little bit?
Yes, I
Yeah,
lost.
we're
Yeah,
gonna
but I
break.
really like that
Actually,
game.
yeah, I lost.
I won the
think-
second round.
6.
Casey
You had
won.
6 that time too?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, Casey was balling out.
What did you
I
have?
had
So,
6.
am I? Do I just suck? Like, do I not know y'all?
I mean, you are the +1. I mean, that sounds like what's happening here.
Thank you.
However,
Like, I'm not the one who brought them together. If it wasn't for me, they would not be friends right now.
very
We would
true.
probably be friends.
Very true.
We would still play school ball together.
Yeah, but y'all wouldn't.
But would you have?
If it
would
wasn't-
you have really united? See,
Yeah,
this is
Not
the
like
great
this.
thing about a trio,
I don't think
right?
we would have reached this level.
Probably
This level
not.
of awesome litness.
It-
So you
'cause
have
the speed that we reached this level.
you have
it
the
was-
+1 to thank for that.
Freakily quick.
Yeah.
If that's what
But
we're
still
calling
the
it.
plus
Is it because I'm black? Is that what I'm?
All right.
one. No, you're not even.
No, say it.
No.
She's not even full black.
Yeah, so
What
it'd
is
be
she?
like
What are you?
plus 0.5, right?
Half and half.
Half and
We'll
half.
half and half, a little salt and pepper. Mm-hmm.
Love that.
So is Aubrey, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so twin.
They are.
You guys are.
They look
I did
so
her hair
very
about
similar.
like yours this morning.
Yeah, for real.
When we were watching her, everything she did, I was about to cry.
Yeah,
Every
she was
single
like-
thing. Like, she literally could, I don't know, like, spill her drink all over the table. She didn't do that. But she could, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, you're so cute.
But okay, Ayzsa, one time I went to the bathroom. We were sitting in like the food court, and she said that she felt people like staring at her, looking
Yeah,
like
everyone
she was
thinking
a
I
teen
was a teen
mom.
mom. And I was like, you know what?
I'll take
That's
it.
my daughter. That whatever. I don't care.
That'll work. That'll work. So, guys, yeah, Ayzsa and Lo were so gracious enough to babysit my daughter Aubrey. Well, I had to work for a little couple hours.
We had a blast at the aquarium.
Yes.
Dolphin show was fire. You should definitely go check it out.
Yo, I was jealous because the last 3 times we've gone to Dolphin Show, it's been sold out. So we
We
need to
were
make
the
it.
last 2 tickets. We had to be like, can she sit in
No.
our lap so we can date? Yeah.
Wow. Okay, dope. I like it. Yeah, the last time we went though, we were in the splash zone, and that was a lot of fun. We got wild.
We did not do that.
Dolphins were crazy.
Aubrey
Okay.
had to change her clothes in the car, but we did not. So we did not get into
Smart
that.
decision. Very responsible young woman. Okay, softball talk a little bit, guys. So I know this is like as I mentioned, this is a softball podcast, but you guys know a lot about this trio, and I want you to understand this conversation is a little bit more open book segment-ish. Okay, so I don't know really where it's gonna go, but we'll see what happens. All right. Thoughts on showcases in general, right? So, you guys, travel ball kiddos. Showcases, you love them, you like them, you hate them. Where do they fall in your Rolodex of
I love them for the right purpose. If you don't,
such as?
if you don't need to be in a showcase, like I don't need to play showcases anymore. So then it wasn't really necessary to pay all that money because they are very expensive.
Yep.
But I think that whenever you're still trying to get recruited, especially the ones that have like the camp at the beginning of the week and then you play, I think they're great.
So you found value in them when you
That's
were
how I
going
met
through
my
the process.
coach. Yeah.
Awesome. Love
I
it.
met Ayzsa's coach there too, actually. He's awesome.
Yeah, I really like him. Fun fact, I didn't play travel ball. I played travel ball freshman year, and then senior year I took a very long break. Some bad experiences. But so I actually have never played in a showcase, but I've been to a lot of them with my friend Rebecca. Shout out to her. I went to a lot of her whenever I was injured and couldn't play, so I went to a lot of her showcases. And it seems like if you're already committed, to me it just seems like a waste of money.
It's a waste of money. They're
Like you
so
could just play in good tournaments rather than travel to Colorado for like a big
Yeah, no, I
showcase that
got
you don't
you.
need to be at.
Right.
I don't know.
But you guys are obviously in the stage where like you've already committed and you're you're literally about to be gone, right?
Yeah,
But Casey, for you though, what you thinking?
Couldn't tell you. Haven't been.
Never been in one.
I think it's gonna be important for her very soon.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
it'd be good.
It's just because like whenever you're at the camps, you can talk to them.
Yeah.
You're allowed to, so I think that that's so important. But then like the rules are weird. You have to remember like.
Yeah, the rules are always a little quirky at showcases. Here's my big picture on showcases. Similar to what Lo said, is that they're good if they're being used for the right reason. Because I believe that it's worth going to a couple every year, maybe. Minus the expensiveness of it, I hate that part of it, but it's part of it. Things cost money. But I think it's good to be able to connect with coaches prior to arriving. And that's where I feel like a lot of players miss the boat sometimes, and coaches even. It's like, hey, we're going to show up at this showcase. You get a list of coaches that are going to be there, but like you don't reach out to them. So they don't know you exist.
Yeah.
Right? And so, but guess who they do know exists?
The people that reach out.
The people who've already reached out. So they're over here, you're playing over here on field 7, you just had the game of your life, but they've been on field 4 because they're watching the 3 kids who reached out to them. So that would be my advice to showcase goers, is that you at least make some type of connection prior to arriving. And then, let them know, hey, my name's Casey Romano. I am a rising sophomore. I'm a bad A's infielder, and I'll be batting leadoff for my team on field 4 at 2 o'clock today, da-da-da-da-da.
Pull up.
Yeah.
Pull up.
Make it deep.
We got a cheer for you already.
I'm
right?
a firm believer in showcases, honestly.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's good. Because I've got mixed feelings about them. I really do. I've always been like I used to be like anti-showcase, honestly. But now I'm more middle of the road because I know that if you are strategic about them, like it's absolutely worth your time.
Yeah. Because on my old team, we played like showcase every weekend, which was super expensive. So that sucked, but it did its job. And it taught me a lot about like, because you have to be more professional whenever you show up at a showcase. You can't be wearing your Crocs around there. We weren't allowed to wear like cleats outside of the field or Crocs inside. We had to wear like turf shoes only, which is important because like you can't just show up to college and just do whatever you want.
Right.
I don't know. And then like the email etiquette and stuff and making connections, posting all your stuff on Twitter, all that type of thing. I think it was great.
Did you feel like any of that was daunting at all, or were you able to handle it pretty well as far as like the emailing, the etiquette and all that?
I was terrified at first because like I didn't get a response at first, and I was like, oh, that sucks, I'm so sad. But then you just keep on emailing. They eventually respond. They eventually show up to your games, invite you to camps.
So you obviously learn persistency is key, right? Continuing, you're not annoying them by continuing to email.
Yeah, they
them.
actually told me like the more you email the better, because if you just do it once, I'm gonna lose it.
Right.
They said be annoying.
Absolutely. You see Logan's name pop up every freaking week. You're eventually going to click on the email, right? So, okay, cool. So, okay, all right. So there's been some, and I don't want to mention the exact percentage because I'm not totally certain. We mentioned it offset, but there's a number of middle school aged softball players around the country that they were surveyed and they've been considering not playing their high school ball seasons at all. Only playing club ball or travel ball or, overseas and camps and clinics and showcase action, whatever. What are your all's thoughts on that? Albeit you had rocky experience with your specific high school, but that's more about your coach or whatever. What are y'all's thoughts on that? Because I think that I have a very strong opinion about that, but I want to hear y'all's first.
I think, you go. I think school ball is fun, so it's a good escape from like all the seriousness of tournaments and all that. You're playing with your friends, you're playing with people that you go to school with. You have a big win and you go to school the next day and everyone's talking about it. I think that it's fun. I think
Get out
it's
of school.
You get out of school. I think it's important.
Best friends.
Yeah. I think it's an
It's just like-
experience that
yeah.
everyone should have. I don't think that you should just skip out on it.
Also, you practice every day. And you're getting so many reps. And like I know you can work by yourself, but you get live action. You have like all these pictures. You're throwing to someone. You're seeing live balls hit at you, and then like of course you just get like millions of reps. So I think that's super important. You can't really like mimic that by yourself.
And
with
travel
two
ball
people.
can't mimic that, in my
Absolutely
opinion,
not.
because we don't practice every day in the travel ball game.
And that's why I think also
if you're looking to play in college, you're going to be around those girls all the time. And in high school ball, you were always together.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
even like during the school day, even in classes, like at lunch and stuff, like you obviously go and sit with them.
Right.
If you, yeah. Anyways.
I dig it. I like it. So my strong opinion echoes y'all's tenfold because
It's important.
I loved my school ball team when I played. Like it was such a fun time, but I also had a lot of pride in my school, and so I think that has a lot to do with my strong opinion on that front. But even still, I feel like you guys talked about like the bus. I mean, nothing beats a bus ride, in my opinion, with your guys or with your girls or whatever. I mean, yeah, we did a bunch of crazy stuff all the time.
Yeah, right, like you just beat your rival and you're and you're on the way home. And
Yeah,
you're so excited.
And you don't like travel ball. We don't have rivals like that really. Like you don't. You may have people that you see often or that you beat up on you or vice versa. But it's like it's not the same.
You don't know those people.
No.
Something about certain games in school ball feel more important. Like they have more of a weight on them. I guess probably because of the rival thing, but
Yeah.
you don't really get
Different
that
level
in
of
travel
pressure.
ball.
Because you guys you went to Locust Grove and Casey, you're there now, and I don't remember you guys talking about the Union Grove game
And
or the
Owala.
Owala game.
That
where,
game was crazy.
those were the games that you circle on the calendar. It's like, hey, we're getting up for those. We need all hands on deck.
And then you have like all your school, the people from school coming to support you and
Yeah.
cheering you on and getting
And
into
they have so
it.
much pride in
And you
their
actually-
school, and then it's just a different experience.
Like
big.
You actually kind of know the other people on the other team.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, I hate her.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, she gets under my skin, or
Yeah.
like, oh, her posts are annoying. So like, it's
Why is that
different.
her walk-up song?
Like, oh my gosh, that gets on my nerves.
There
Like,
was, oh my gosh, there's a video that Logan sent me before this past school ball season
Oh my
because we were
gosh.
so excited so it was against our rivals and this amazing girl who came from our school, Bella Morton, she plays at GSU now, but she hit a home run against them and it was a very close game. And like like you can actually feel the energy through the phone. Like everyone's
Yeah.
jumping, screaming, like
so
all the
different.
fans are up. Like it was like we felt so excited to
Just
play school
watching
ball
it on
just
the
watching
phone.
the video.
I'll show
Like
you later.
I don't know, the energy it just brings is different. I just think school ball is really important. The only exception I would say is if you go to a school where softball is not.
like you suck.
priority.
It's like it's like everybody's never played the sport before. That
They just made it.
don't do it. I would
Yeah.
say if that. I mean, if you're one of those people, that's okay. But like,
But
if you have
although-
that much experience, it's not going to help you by playing on that
Although-
team at all.
Here's
But coaches-
here's my 1 second. Here's my
Got you.
my putting on the opposition hat on that. If that's you, one of you three, right, and you're on a team with, if we're being rude, we would say a bunch of scrubs, but if we're being nice, we would say people who are less experienced than you are, right? However you want to dress that up. Do you feel like there could be an opportunity though for you to make a difference and play that role? Where because
Yeah.
travel ball, club ball, other places you're playing on a team that people are the same caliber as you, and you play a different role in that sense. But over here, maybe you
You're
could be
teaching.
someone else's reason they play in the future.
Yeah, I changed my mind now.
That's what I was gonna get to, because I was gonna say it teaches you a different type of leadership. It teaches you a different type of like role. So that makes you a 10 times better player when you come back to travel ball after being that leader, because you learn what to say, you learn how to comfort people. Because if someone doesn't know what they're doing, they get so upset because they're like, I don't even know what I'm doing. So learning to calm them down and then going to someone that knows what they're like, it's just using those skills. Like, I feel like if you go back to your really good team with that, it's like you can be a completely different player.
I think that's huge because I think there's also times where coaches don't see frustrations, and coaches also have blind spots as
Yeah.
well. But you as teammates, like you see what makes a teammate tick, where she's, lacking in, right? Whether we're being judgmental or not, the reality is we see it as teammates. And so you can be that next coach or that other coach that's on the field with those type of players. So I think that can be a big deal. All right, next one. You two especially, you two being Ayzsa and Logan. Casey, you have observed me coach as well. And I'd like to probably say that the three of you are well aware that I am pretty anal about base running as a coach. That is easily one of my top priorities as a coach. So seeing that, and maybe you've had that in the past with other coaches, but either way, thoughts on base running after having a coach who is very anal about it.
It is so important, and if you can't run bases, you need to get off the field because it's so annoying to watch somebody not know what they're doing or like just do something so stupid. Or like it's just too important to not be good at it, and
Puts the pressure
it's a
on.
more fun way of conditioning. Okay.
Yeah.
It actually serves a purpose. So whenever you're running bases at practice, you're not like, oh my gosh, I'm running 3 laps. No, you're just running bases. And you need to be good at it because people are going to actually be so mad at you if you can't run
It
bases.
doesn't matter. You could literally be the slowest person on earth, but if
you're
as
smart.
long as you're smart, you literally just have to be smart and you have to know and you have to practice. Like if you know you suck at base running, don't just be like, oh well, I suck. No, get better.
It's not funny. It's not funny because it's so annoying. It is so annoying. It's just like common sense. If you practice it enough, it becomes common sense. So if you don't know what you're doing, practice.
And not only are you making yourself look stupid, but you're also making your teammates look stupid when there's a sorry, I'm thinking of specific times. I'm gonna be quiet.
I can tell this. I love this passion. This makes my heart sing that you guys are passionate about it because I am this way. Like when I
It's just so
think
important.
about base
It's
running,
so important.
it's huge. Like
How are you gonna get out? How are you gonna just give the other team an out by doing something stupid
Like not
when you were
trying.
on base? Like you did your job by getting on base, and then you're just gonna be an idiot and get off, and then the next person can't bring you in. Like what?
Or like not putting any pressure on because like how
Or
you
not
just gonna stay
capitalizing off
first
mistakes,
the
yeah.
whole inning? Like what are you doing? Go.
Yep.
Like even if you're slow, anticipate. You see a ball in the dirt, they have to block and get up still. Like you just gotta go. And you know the hesitation. Like you know how. I'm saying I'd rather someone go like 110%, like we always say, and get out, but like you see the effort than someone going
Just
like
being an
jogging
idiot.
and then
Yeah.
not sliding. But
Oh my
but
gosh!
it puts the pressure on.
Slide. We wear pants now. We don't wear shorts anymore. It doesn't hurt, so just slide.
But it puts a different level of pressure on. Like, okay, someone at first you're like, okay, forced out at 2, that's fine. No, when someone's at second, they're in the scoring position. Like that's different. Like you got to get there. You got to put that pressure on because then they're gonna mess up in the field. So if you're sucking it up on the bases, stop because how are you gonna win ever?
And if you don't know how to slide, I don't care, flop. Just
like,
get down.
Completely.
Yeah,
get
don't just
down.
run right
Set
into
your
the
body.
Do
tag.
something.
Don't just
Do something.
Don't just run right into it.
Like and literally
Whatever.
stop and just watch them tag you. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like-
Nothing.
Or like
I love this. I love it.
Nothing.
Listen, guys. All right, so audience who's listening or watching this on video, don't be discouraged by that throw up you just felt. But here's the thing. Here's the reality.
Sorry.
Though. No, this was good. I love it because here's why I love it, guys. I think that people needed to hear that from y'all, not me. Okay, and I think it's important because when your teammates know, I did this on purpose. When your teammates know that there's something that's important to you, then it should automatically become important to them.
yeah.
It doesn't always happen from a coach to player relationship. Things that are important to coaches, sometimes it takes us 12 million times for it to be important to you.
Yeah.
Which is part of it, right? But base running is one of those things that we cannot afford to not be important. It is a basic fundamental. And for those of you out there who are not great base runners, then latch on to those who are, right? Latch on to those people who understand how important base running is and then who understand how important it is to get yourself into scoring position. Whether you are as fast as Usain Bolt or as slow as whoever, right?
I thought you were gonna say me.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not
you're
gonna
saying
lie.
one of me.
As slow as Ayzsa.
I'm not the slowest one on the team. Right?
She's not. However,
she's smart on the bases, so you
smart
don't
on the
even notice
pass.
that she's slow.
She gets
exactly.
down.
That's the
She gets
point.
dirty.
That's the point.
Oh,
See, there you go.
But
Right.
also, it's okay to make mistakes. If you're
if
giving,
you're trying,
if you're giving
if you're
effort.
just being an
Yes.
idiot, then no, it's
if
not
you're
okay.
respecting the
I
grind,
was trying
mistakes are a
to
part of
like
it.
be encouraging and like turn it back, and you're yelling again.
I'm sorry.
Logan's passionate about it. I get it. All right, look, Ayzsa, give us the diplomatic version. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that like, as long as you're trying, you have to show some kind of effort. But if you know you suck, and sorry, that got aggressive. If you know you're not as capable of being smart on the bases,
at least try, like, run fast or something. I don't know, but don't walk.
Yeah.
Don't literally.
Just go.
Don't
full
crawl,
effort.
please.
Not even like a little bit. Oh, like not a little bit of effort. No, full effort. Like
And
you better
watch
be
your
going. I don't care how
teammates.
slow you are.
Watch
That's
your
big.
teammates.
Yeah.
Everybody watch Haley Roper run bases and you'll be great.
Yeah, basically.
What she said.
Very
Cut.
true. I'm not gonna.
Because she's fast and she's smart on the base.
Yeah.
And she will never not slide.
And guess what? No one was
Okay.
mad at her if she got out. Like what was it? Did she get out twice?
Twice all year.
Yeah,
Twice.
twice all year.
What was
But
her
guess what? No
number?
one was mad.
116 for 118.
Yeah,
On stolen
insane.
bases.
Yeah, but guess
Wow.
what?
Hey, I'm like
No
2
one was
for
mad.
3, so
Hey.
it's actually probably more
Turn
now,
up.
but it's like 4 for 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree. I listen. I agree with everything you guys just like I said spewed right there because I think it's important that we understand that. Because here's the thing, you're going to strike out at the plate. Okay, you're going to ground out. You're going to pop the ball up on the infield. You're going to boot balls on defense. You're gonna miss your spot as pitchers, right? And throw the ball out of the plate. It's going to get jacked. You're going to walk people. Those things are all a part of the game. However, most coaches have a higher tolerance level. Maybe I say most. I have a way higher tolerance level for messing up in those areas. Base running is not one of them when you're not giving the full effort. And that's all I'm saying on that front. Because again, our job is to find a way to get into scoring position so that the next person that comes up to bat, a base hit scores you. It's that simple, right? So you being on first base makes me anxious. I need you to be on second or 3. 3's great. Or at 4.
Third.
Score
Oh,
us,
Go ahead.
Go ahead, just go.
Go.
right?
He'll
So
do a little jumpy down thing.
this.
And then he'll beat you down. He'll beat you down to home.
Yeah.
Do you remember one time you got like really high and like you brought your knees up to like your head and you were like all the way up in the air?
Was I upset? Or
No,
like-
you
No,
were
you were very
excited.
happy.
Upset? Okay.
I don't know what we did, but you were
Somebody
happy
did
with it.
something great and you were so happy.
Greatness deserves a great celebration. So, anyway, all right. Last one before we take a break here. Is team bonding really that important?
Yes.
Okay, that was a resounding yes. Why? Because here's why I ask. Because you all know that it's important to me as a coach, but I always am curious: is that a thing for all teams? Is that a thing for certain? Like, how does that work for the teams that you guys have been on in the past, or was it necessary? Like, give me feedback there.
Okay. Whenever we came to your team, we thought everyone hated us because we came in like already knowing each other and we didn't know anyone else. Obviously, they all knew each other too, but like we instantly latched onto each other because
Of
that's
course.
like my comfort person or whatever.
Aww.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Anyway, we thought everyone hated us, but then one time we did team bonding and we started talking to them and they didn't.
It was spring training weekend, actually.
So it is very important.
I have a little addition. I mean, like for example, you know they're so close. They trust each other on the field because they know each other. Like I'm pretty sure Logan
True.
doesn't double think when she throws to Asian. Like no, she's gonna get.
I get you. I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can make the worst throw to Asian. She's gonna catch it.
Yeah, getting to know your teammates, like it learns to trust them, and like if
That's
you
weird.
only know them for softball, you're gonna think of their mistakes and how good they are, or whatever. You're gonna think of only the softball part. But if you know them for who they are, you're gonna be like, you just like you have more. It's just a different level of connection. Like you're gonna actually talk in the dugout and get hype and not be afraid to like cheer. Cause like, oh, I don't know how they talk. Well, I don't know. Talk, hang out. It's
Yeah,
just,
I
like,
think also you need a team bonding without the coaches there. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
what it
Yes.
does.
Yeah.
I don't, and
I
we
agree.
never had that. And
Yes,
that's
we did at spring training.
Oh, okay, yes, but it wasn't long enough. We needed more time because we had to wake up at 4 a.m. to go practice.
Why would someone do that?
No, we had to be ready at 4.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm coming in at 4. If you're not ready, you're late.
We're like, okay.
Yeah. No, because it was like it was like 11 or 12 at that point. And we're like, guys,
We were
really
supposed to be up later because he was like, I'm gonna let y'all go to sleep early.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was supposed to keep us up really late and then wake us up really early.
Well, we got woken up really early, but our time got cut short.
No,
but
we had
the
to wake
little bit,
ourselves up.
oh yeah, but the little bit of time we did have without a coach there, I felt like it made a bigger difference because like I feel like when everyone's around a coach, they're all like not filtered, but like they're all like not the fully themselves. But yeah,
Slightly
Just a little
filtered,
bit worried.
right?
Yeah.
But like
And-
a respectful type of filter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And here's my thing. I mean, you guys know this now, but I'm the kind of coach that I don't really want you to be filtered around me, truly. Because I'd rather us be who we are.
Right.
However, I understand. Oh my God.
I had to explain that to him. He didn't understand it.
What? Oh, the song?
Yeah.
I got
What's
you.
it from?
I don't know, but I
Okay.
we won't talk about
Be
that.
who you are.
Anyway,
Sorry.
I don't remember either.
Lock back in.
We'll cut that part. That's fine. Maybe not the tune. We'll keep that.
No, the tune was funny, but
was
the
good.
conversation.
But no, the point though is that like I think like I'd rather us be who we are, seriously, because I'd rather we go, okay, this is the authentic version of who I am, therefore everybody gets to know that version of us, not the buttoned up all the time, like whatever. You know what I mean? I get like there's a certain level of respect that you have to have for adults. You guys are so goofy. That you have to have for adults, which you have that. You guys are all have been raised the right way. However, like you said though, having those team bonding opportunities that are just for teammates with no coaches around, it gives you that opportunity to take the gloves off. You get to, relax a little more and be chill.
I think that would have helped us some more.
Also, we got the closest to the people that we spent time in the cars with, like driving between places.
Yeah.
Because you spent, we spent more time with them. You weren't there. Crazy stuff happens in a car, so
Yeah.
that was
That's great.
That just, I'm saying, yes, team bonding without a coach is important.
So let me ask
That
you
was
this
just an
question, because I'm one that I'm a coach that tries not to be a control freak, especially with letting loose for a team. So do you feel, looking back on it now, do you feel like team bonding activities that are players only, should that be like structured by the coach? Should the players take ownership of that? Should there be a mix of both? How do you feel like
The
that should
players
happen?
should, but they don't, and
Yeah.
they won't. So the coach probably needs to.
At least, like,
But
the
do
first
you
time
feel like
get it
it's
going.
forced then if the coach does it? Because it's like, hey, I'm going to, like if I said, hey, we're going to meet here at the office, I'm going to leave, and you're here for 2.5 hours by yourselves, do what you need to do.
I think it feels forced.
What's
Dude,
that?
throw a
I
party.
said throw a rager.
There we go. But do you feel like it,
It feels forced, yes, but sometimes you need that push.
Okay.
Because, I really feel like if we would have planned something, it would have made such a huge difference, but we needed to get over that hump first.
yeah.
And I feel like
I don't feel forced
maybe
for,
don't
like maybe 10
maybe
minutes.
don't put them in an office. Maybe send them
Well,
to
not
like
an
a
office,
bowling
well,
alley or
fine,
something.
whatever.
I
Wherever.
mean, this would be fun.
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
pretty
lit.
cool.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying
You got upstairs and everything.
yeah, but for people listening and watching, they're not gonna have this cool of an office.
Pull
more
up
than,
to
like-
D's office.
Drop the address right now.
Yeah. there we go.
Throwing a
Have
party in
party.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Be
Be
here.
here, be square.
But yeah, team bonding is
Anyway.
extremely important. You can't just bond on the field. That's not
No, it
how that
doesn't
works.
work.
Because especially everyone makes mistakes, but
They get mad
obviously
at
you're
them.
gonna get frustrated with your teammates when they make a mistake. They're gonna get frustrated with you when
Like
you
if
make
they
a
don't
mistake.
slide, you're just
And
gonna
that's
think,
all
my gosh.
you're gonna know
Please
them
don't bring
by.
that back up.
You're gonna be like, wow, they suck, and
They
that's all you
didn't
think
slide.
about. You don't know the
But
real them.
you give more grace when you know them in t-shirt and blue jeans.
Exactly. And if you're uncomfortable, you play a little bit tense.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not, more things are bound to happen if you don't know the people that you're playing with. I
You're
think
like-
it's important to have
Fair
that
enough.
type
Oh,
of chemistry.
and you know how to calm them down.
True.
If someone's if your pitcher completely just is sucking it up,
Yeah.
you can go to them and be like, "Wow, your butt looks fat right now," because that's
Oh
you done that.
What?
I've said that multiple times.
Yeah, absolutely.
And guess what? Strike out after it.
Yeah. Or you can
shock
reference
me
something.
sometimes.
Or you know the right
You're able,
jokes
you're
to
able to
make.
reference
You know,
jokes.
you know
right?
what
I'm-
to say. You can
or
say,
you know not to
"Oh,
talk
I
to them
can't
for
wait to
about
go get ice cream
10,
after this."
15,
right.
20, 30.
And they're like,
hours.
"Oh, Dairy Queen after this," and they're like, "Oh yeah, let's get out of here."
Was it your car that Kira was dying? Yeah, that would have been, if that didn't happen near the end of the season, that would have been a great moment to reference in the future when Kira
Yeah.
is not at her best
Like,
mentally
bro, you
or
can
whatever.
take a nap after this.
It's really
don't
hard
worry.
to tell with her though because she doesn't really talk either
Super
way.
chill. Yeah,
She has a very good poker face.
she's very good at it. I haven't.
But
figured it out.
y'all, when she sleeps and then she wakes up, no poker face there. It was so funny, and you should have been there.
Oh, Ayzsa chose vacation over.
Speaking of which, that was actually the longest 2 weeks of my entire life. I'm never doing that ever.
Honestly, I'm really happy that you weren't there because it made me talk to more people.
I've noticed that whenever you weren't there is when I got closer to other people.
Ooh.
You're just holding me back.
Wow.
We're holding each other back.
You're a crutch for each other, but also.
But this is good. We're going to different colleges. We'll be able to branch out and still come back
Shut up.
together.
That's
and
right.
still
Shut
come back together.
I'm convinced that Ayzsa's coming to Georgia College.
She thinks I'm going to transfer.
Ooh.
If I get recruited, heck yeah. Are you kidding me?
Okay, fair enough.
But I think I'm going to love Bruton Parker, so that might be an issue.
I think you do.
I think you are too.
I think you're gonna have no offense to your coach though, but I think you're gonna have the best coach.
I'm so
Under
excited.
the sun.
Every time anyone asks
Bring
me,
him.
all right.
I don't think he's leaving anytime soon. He likes his life down.
Well, he also has to take care of the bass fishing team too, so
Yeah,
he
he does.
can't leave. The school needs him.
He's imperative. All right, guys, we are going to
He's so
take
cool.
a break, and we're going to jump into a couple of more fun softball questions, and then we're going to get down to the bottom of looming
I forgot we were talking.
boyfriend conversation with the trio. So we'll be right back, guys.
And break.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the show one final time. We're going to jump into a couple of very quick softball questions, and then you guys are going to get to know a little bit about their boyfriend life situation. So here we go. All right, so if you could play another position for today, ladies, what would it be?
Pitcher.
Okay, let me go back. Ayzsa is a corner infielder, Logan is a middle infielder, and Casey is a middle infielder that also low-key could be a utility, really. Logan also can probably play some outfield, although she does not prefer it.
I'm about to.
Hey, I can
Hey,
play
You about to
too.
play more?
I think so.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I think I'm about to play.
I can play
outfield.
outfield. I'm good at tracking. I'm just slow. I can't get
I
there.
get it. I understand.
I think I'm about to play outfield.
And I have a good arm.
You do. Listen, I don't doubt it. You about to play outfield too?
I think they're gonna put me out there.
Let's
I can
go.
only just imagine I'm going to be probably playing outfield at some point.
That's fair. All right, so then you said pitcher. Why?
Wait, like have the skills of the position?
Play the position.
Like if you could just play any other position outside the one you play now.
Yeah, but like be good at.
Be good. Be decent.
decent. Oh,
Decent.
No, like
Decent.
goated.
Minimum
What if
decent.
we were like goaded?
I want to be goaded.
Because if we were goaded, I would love to be a catcher because that's so cool. Like when they just like absolutely
Catchers are
Okay, if you
goad
could
them.
be goaded, fine. If you could be goaded.
Yeah, catcher.
Dream a little bit.
Absolutely.
I still say pitcher.
I was a pitcher, and I loved it, but I would have to say catcher too. The idea
you
of
were a
somebody
pitcher.
stealing on me,
Uh-uh.
no.
Well, I can already play that position, and I'm pretty
I played
fire
it
at
before.
I do wish we would have given another.
Not in Panama City. That was too
Dry
hot.
run.
I didn't.
True.
I'm so glad you did not.
my
Say,
God.
I was not saying
I just feel
anything.
like I have a good build for a pitcher. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I would gas somebody up.
It's so funny when you first joined the team. That was the talk of the town a little bit. It's like she looks like a pitcher.
I would be a fire
Looks like she
pitcher. I should have
be-
started.
Yes, you missed. The
Not
boat.
like started on the team. I should have started pitching at a young age.
I think
just
you,
think-
you still got time.
Coach D.
Look, I'm serious.
Can you give
could
me
throw
lessons?
some. Yes, but only so far. I can only take you so far. Then I gotta hand you off to an expert.
I think it'd be unexpected if I was absolutely
By your senior year of
goated.
college, who knows?
Like I would want to throw like 70.
Gas.
Maybe
Yeah, straight
72.
gas.
Did y'all see that Najee Kennedy? Do y'all know who Najee Kennedy is?
Texas. Heck.
Najee Kennedy, pitcher of the year in the NCAA college softball. She announced almost a month ago now that she was transferring from Stanford, which is wild. Nobody transfers out of Stanford, educationally speaking.
Right.
Everybody thought she was going to Oklahoma. She decided not to go to Oklahoma. Signed with Texas Tech for
Oh, I
$1
heard
million
about that.
$1 million.
NIL deal.
Dang, I would take it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'd go anywhere.
Crazy.
Anywhere.
Crazy. I don't even know. I know that Texas Tech just got Louisiana Lafayette's coach and some other stuff. I don't really know if they're going to be like the stuff.
Maybe
but-
she'll make
If they're throwing around that money, I'm sure they'll probably. I don't know. They gotta
Man,
figure.
everything's
They
bigger
have
in
a lot of
Texas than
transfers. I was
so-
looking at it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
A lot of transfers.
Got a lot going on. Okay, if you could have any superpower on the field, what would it be?
Super strength.
speed.
I want to hit bombs
You do
all the
hit
time.
bombs.
Not all the time. I hit one bomb this season.
But
Uno.
you have strength though. You have really.
But I want.
More.
Fine.
Super
Okay.
speed.
Super speed.
Obviously, because if you have insanely crazy bat speed, you're also gonna be hitting bombs. So it's
feel
like
that.
a 2-in-1.
Yeah, until it's a slow pitcher throwing 40 miles per hour.
See, that's what gets me.
Yeah, but then you
Every
still go
time.
fast through it, and it still adds more power. as
Yeah,
long
if
as
you're-
heavy.
So you
Patient enough.
completely miss the ball because
True.
it's still at the mound.
Yeah.
I would like, as a coach, I would like the ability to read minds.
Oh.
All right, I would like the ability to turn my brain off.
Oh.
Or
Just play.
time
Yeah.
travel.
Yeah.
That's
like
good.
reverse. Like, oh,
that
this
would be-
ball's about
yeah.
to be hit to me. I am not making this error. Yes, Alexis booted that ball reverse.
Actually, that was the best answer.
Yeah,
I dig that.
I changed my mind.
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
a good
Put
one.
it in
Yeah.
reverse. Okay, cool.
Put it in reverse,
Put it in
Terry.
reverse there.
Yes. All right. Best piece of advice you've received from a coach or a mom or dad
Turn
in
your
relation
brain
to
off.
softball.
Honestly.
Turn your brain off. Okay.
Yeah, our coach used to tell me that every day at school ball. She was like, I know you're smart, but just turn it off.
Brittany?
Yes. She would get kind of feisty with it sometimes.
She's very feisty, but she was right.
She was right.
Because here's the thing, especially with smart people like yourself, right? Where like in my mind, sometimes
Like all of us.
it seems like
I was number 5.
like
Yeah,
us,
I'm like number 1 in my class right now. That's fine.
fine. Like all of us,
Whatever.
all the trio is very bright. Anyway, Miss Salutatorian here. Sometimes I can feel like all of the math equations are going in your head.
No, seriously.
Like
I can,
right in front of you.
Like
you
I
know?
can overthink every single possible situation at once. And it's like, why am I thinking about that?
Yeah.
Feel you
So
on
she
that.
also taught me to start singing songs in my head instead. Gives me something else to think about.
Sing out loud.
I dig that.
I did start singing out loud some, yeah.
Cool.
But then I started singing. Never mind.
You're
Don't say
gonna
that.
plead the
I
fifth?
Yeah, she cannot comment.
Fair enough. All right. Good deal. Ayzsa, Casey.
Skip, Casey. I gotta
Ooh,
think.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. What was the
What was the
question?
question?
Best piece of advice
Best
you
piece of
got.
advice.
People just like have told me so many times, you play so much better when you're not thinking. So
Mm-hmm.
like they told me that like you're thinking right now, but you're playing amazing like when you're not thinking. So I mean, because then I'm like, oh wait, I'm thinking too much right now. I need to stop. So that helps me play better.
I dig it.
And just like, I just broke your pen. I am so sorry.
But when you're not
99 out
thinking, you
the
have so
window.
much more fun.
Yeah,
too.
and
Yeah.
yeah, especially like I know it's always like, oh, have fun. No, like actually have fun. Cause like if you're losing, well, I don't want to say that, and you're having fun, then it helps. Cause I get really mad when we're losing.
Yeah, I don't like to lose either.
I hate losing.
So, but like also if you're having fun and you're losing, you want to win. So like you will win. You know, I'm like it kind of connects. I don't know.
I get it.
So have fun.
One of the pieces of advice I got at I guess this was more in high school, I think. Yeah. Just, my coach said, make sure that your will matches your want. Right? He's meaning, but when he elaborated on that, we were talking through it. You know, your willpower, you can say, hey, I want this or I want that, I want to win or I want to be great.
Yeah.
But
Do it.
you have to do the things necessary to be able to do that, basically. So
I mean,
there we go. Create a new rule for softball. Anything under the sun.
a redo. No, I'm kidding.
Heck no, man.
That would be terrible. Redoing
New
every
rule
play.
for softball. Let me think about that one too, though.
I like. Well, I don't. This is not my answer. Well, it could be, but I like in Savannah Bananas or whatever. If the fan catches the ball, it's an out, a foul ball.
Oh wow.
So that's kind of funny, like and cool.
Are they allowed to have a glove though?
I don't know.
No.
I think it's just if they catch it.
They shouldn't be allowed.
I think
it'd be
they would
glove,
have to
too.
be barehanded.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Catching it with a glove is cheating.
That is cheating. Why are you here? Like,
Yeah.
why are you
Go
a
home.
parent in the stands
Yeah.
with a glove? Like,
Yeah. What are you
you're
doing?
embarrassed.
You're weird.
Grow up, yeah. I would agree.
Get out of there. Stop reliving your life. Like you're old. Done. I mean,
Time is
not
passed.
old.
Have
You have
you
lots
go to
of
games with your
experience in
glove?
life.
No.
Okay. Don't want to
No.
offend you or anything.
No, I'd rather
Like
catch it with my bare hands.
if Aubrey were to take a glove, that would be fine.
No, that'd be so cute.
Oh, for sure.
That would
kids,
be great.
Kids are different.
Yeah,
But
like
I'm saying grown people.
yeah,
like, what
I'm
are you
not.
doing?
I'm not
like
taking
if you
a
have
glove
to have your glove in one hand and your beer in the other, you're too old.
Yep.
You're done.
Catch it bare hands.
Well, but I can't have a beer, but I still wouldn't have a glove in my hand.
I'm just saying, like that's like the typical guy in my opinion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Typical old man.
It's like a bear and a glove.
And it's like
Does it have to have
always,
the country accent too?
Yeah,
to have
it's
the beer?
always like the
No, it's
most
just like
raggedy glove
Beer,
too.
barbecue.
Yes, like
Flatter
he used
than
that
flat.
back in
It's
his
like a painting.
prime.
Beat up.
His
Yeah.
prime that was 40 years ago. Yeah.
This is my special glove.
It's my
Pet
baby.
peeve, boy. People talking about their prime. I'm like,
Oh.
bro.
Shut up! You're not in it anymore. I don't care.
Like, I don't
Make this a new different
Like make this a
Yes.
different prime for yourself.
You know,
Don't just live in
you know what one of my
That'd be
serious
fine.
life pet peeves is though?
Life pet peeves.
Yes. So growing up, people, I know we're getting off subject, but it doesn't matter. Growing up, people used to
Whatever.
tell me all the time, all right, the college years are going to be the best years of your life. And these were adults telling me this, right? And I used to believe it at that time. But then I was like, I don't want that to be the case.
Yeah.
Because that only lasts for a few years.
Yeah, and that's kind of sad.
You're like, oh shoot,
So,
what do I
right?
do now?
Exactly. So like
Like,
when
you
you
have-
turn 22, 23, it's like, oh man, the best years of my life
is
are
over.
behind me. I
No,
still got
ew.
50 more, whatever, how many years God says I got.
Man, they
That's
suck.
disgusting.
They're
I
all
don't like
crap.
that. I don't want to.
So the best years of your life will
Are
not
now.
be in college.
Good, I don't want it to
All
be.
right, they may be the best years yet, like right now, but
That's
like
good.
beyond that, there's way more to life.
Yeah, like
Okay,
when
just
you
know
have
that.
Ew,
the-
and why would they just limit it like that?
Yeah.
Automatically.
I can't
Okay,
wait till I pass
any
college.
quirky pregame rituals that you guys have or that you know about?
We have a throwing routine that we've done
Yeah.
for 4 years.
Yeah. It starts with me tossing to her underhanded, and then
I go under my leg like this, like,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
then arm under left leg, and then
I go behind my back.
and I catch it bare hand.
We do it every single time.
I've noticed.
And yeah, and don't step on the line.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
That's just a basic.
So our very last game in Panama City, I have never stepped on the line,
Oh
and I
my
accidentally
It was
did.
her fault.
Wow.
She's the reason.
No.
Ayzsa.
Yeah, and then I proceeded to overthrow to you, and then yeah. Anyways,
It's okay. I messed up
Okay,
that
it
game
was-
too. I messed up a lot that
It
turn.
was a rough one, guys. It's all good. It's
okay.
It happens.
I always actually real quick for the past like I've been going playing Panama. We played every year with Carson. I was there for 6 years. So like for the no, we didn't play every. Oh, sorry, for the past at least like 4 years or 5 years, every single beach tournament I play my worst ever.
Facts.
Every single time. I've never played good at the beach.
Wow.
And I thought this year would be different because it's normally boy drama.
Ooh.
It literally was. What are you talking about?
This year?
A little bit.
No.
It wasn't as bad.
No, like one time. Sorry, this is so off topic, but one
We're
time.
about to get into this topic anyways.
Yep.
Yeah, but these are not the boyfriends I'm talking about. One
Who
time,
the
like a
others?
couple years ago. Bad. Anyways,
Got it.
2 consecutive years I got dumped by the same guy while I was at my beach tournament, and I played like complete crap, and I've never played good there since.
Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know. I didn't get dumped this year. I just
Well, I'm saying we shouldn't have gone back
She
to
did
PCB.
the
We should have been like, hey, let's go somewhere else.
yeah, we actually last year with Carson we went to what's that one in a different state? Gulf
I know
Shores?
we've done Gulf Shores, we've done Vieira, we've done Myrtle Beach.
We went to Myrtle. I actually played good there. I
Okay.
just
yeah,
play like crap in
y'all-
Panama City.
I did terrible.
I could never go to Coco's
Your
school.
coach did terrible at Myrtle.
That was tragic.
Oh.
It was very.
Yeah, I remember getting that because obviously Ginther's dad,
Oh
and
yeah.
he was like, D, you got any room on the team? Like, I got to get one of my friend's girls out of where the situation she's in.
It was
that
so bad.
It was crazy. Yeah, when he told me the story, I was like, I almost threw up.
That was like they had told me stories on the whole way down there, but I went with them and witnessed it, and they were like, Sam asked me, he was like, "Is this normal?" And I was like, "Absolutely not."
Yeah, that's
they're
crazy.
children. They're actually children.
Yeah, they actually treated us like.
Like it was how you would talk to like college kids. Like that's
genuinely.
ridiculous. Shit.
But I hope
like,
that you wouldn't talk to
But it was
college kids that
worse.
way either.
either,
Yeah,
but like
respect.
they're all developing, and when you put that in your head, in their heads at such a young age, like that's a pivot.
Like, it still
that's
gets
a
me,
pivotal
like-
moment in their lives. Like you actually ruin so much, and like if you do, like I get it, they have to learn how to like
Get over it.
get like handle being yelled at or whatever
Yes.
to a certain
Oh,
extent.
yeah. I am
what
not
she was
scared.
doing was actually ridiculous.
I'm not
Like,
scared of
I
any
couldn't handle
coach,
it.
any tryout, anything. I just it does not bother me at all because of her, and that's a great thing. I got a lot of good things out of it, but a lot of bad things is just like anytime I played third base, I overthink everything,
Yeah.
and I'm a great third baseman. Or I was.
I
I'm really
think
confident.
I think being numb to certain things is good at
Yeah.
times, but sometimes it's also good to have feelings.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
like with the yelling part, like a coach can yell at me, it won't affect me, but like, and when I'm saying it won't affect me, I'm not gonna just like walk off. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, I need to
Yeah.
do this, and that. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm getting yelled at. Oh no.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Well, that used to be me until I got yelled at every single tournament, or we got all yelled at every single tournament. And she's like, I'm not even gonna talk.
Yeah, that really pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even know you.
Yeah.
I was already pissed. Okay, so topic change.
What?
beloved boyfriend conversation has arrived. So those of you who know these lovely ladies, I know you want to stay and stick around for this part of the show. Those of you who do not and just want to hear a little bit of drama,
Also,
you're welcome to stay. All right. So with that being said, I don't really have many questions on this. I'm just gonna let this conversation flow where it goes. I will start though. At least, what is our current status in the boyfriend department?
Let me just specify, none of us have a boyfriend or have had a boyfriend since we started this.
Wait.
This what? Podcast?
Like, I mean, yeah, in the last
this episode.
Actually, wait. Since we've started saying like,
Since we started referring people as our boyfriends, we haven't actually had boyfriends. They're not our
they're just
boyfriends.
guys that we talk to sometimes.
Yeah. So every
Got
time we
it.
say boyfriend,
Or like a lot, but then they disappear, but then we talk to them again. But
Well-
like, they're our boyfriends.
oh my gosh,
Okay, fair
speaking
enough.
of.
We're all independent.
So I only know of one encounter, and I was part of
Oh my gosh, that was.
it. Can I bring this one up? Am I allowed?
Wait.
Okay.
Wait,
good.
Wait, who was
After
it?
the game.
Yeah, but I just want.
Are we
Are we gonna name drop?
There.
Are we hey?
We don't
are
have to name drop.
Are we
No,
no,
wait,
let's
who-
not name drop.
who was
Okay,
it?
wait. This one is gonna be. Ow!
I'm just gonna use my numbers.
I came over to watch. I just want to know where is he in your life now? Like, how about
Non-existent
that? At all.
at all.
No.
Okay. All right, guys. So we actually just got done shooting the boyfriend segment. It was really long and really juicy, I would say, would be the right terminology for that. Would you guys agree? Yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to make that a little bit of bonus content. So if you want to see that in the future, we might let you see it. We don't know yet. However, we're gonna. We did kind of name drop a little bit. It got a little dicey there. However, we want to wrap up the show with just a little bit of advice. Although these young ladies are formerly now, 2 of them in high school, 1 of them still in high school, I'm a firm believer that you can learn from everybody, regardless of stage of life. And then I'm going to give you guys our thought you should know moment as we wrap up the show. So, ladies, advice from you guys. Logan, maybe if you want to start it off,
Okay.
and we'll go down the line.
I would say if you have a passion that is a little bit out of the normal, you should still pursue it anyways because it's going to open up very interesting opportunities that you didn't really know that you could get.
I'm here for that. Thank you. Ayzsa?
Mine's gonna be. I always, since I was little, when I first started playing softball, every time someone would get to bat, I would always yell at them to believe in yourself, and that's gonna be my word of advice because when you believe in what you can do, there's so many possibilities that can open up for you.
Amen to that. Case?
If you feel really strongly about something or if you like something, just continue to do it no matter whoever's like different. Like if your best friends are different, then just do it anyways because your best friends should support you. But always chase what you want to do because like that's how you grow. And yeah, just do what you want to do, not because of other people.
I think that's big. I feel like all of your advice, it actually kind of intertwines a little bit, and it also intertwines with my thought you should know moment for the day. But I think for you guys, my thought you should know moment is this. I'll say this, and it's actually what I love about this group, and it doesn't have to be as perfect as these 3 are together, and they're not perfect, obviously, but they're really, really great.
What can you say?
But my advice is that you go out and you get you a circle. You get your circle that trusts you, that loves you, right? And that you trust and that you love. Because that is the bottom line when it comes to being able to have people in your life, right? Having people in your life that you don't love and that you don't trust typically shouldn't stay very long, right? There's seasons for those type of people, and hopefully those seasons don't last longer than they should, right? So that is my thought you should know moment for you guys today. Ladies, thank y'all so much
Thank
for being on the show. You guys got anything else before we wrap up?
I'm good.
I think it's dinner time.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm hungry.
Let's go.
We're gonna go eat. So guys, we're gonna wrap this show up like we always do. Please let everything you do be done in love, because at the end of the day, that is truly what makes the world go round. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
And cut.